Good morning. I'm Steve Jurens with your live Northeast Radio SD News for Monday, February 16th, 2026. Your news this hour is brought to you by Hahler Automotive in Webster, South Dakota. Cruise through brand new certified used and premium classic vehicles online at hahlerauto.com. World-class service, hometown friendliness. A major push for affordable workplace housing is underway in Watertown following Grow 57201 Housing Conference held in February 12th, organized by the Watertown Development Company and regional partners. The summit issued a mandate to implement specific housing strategies within the next 6 to 12 months. Experts from state and federal agencies outlined creative financing tools to bridge the gap in high-cost construction. Key highlights included a presentation from J.P. Morgan Chase Head of Impact Jacob Clark on leveraging institutional capital and technical sessions on using tax increment financing to fund public infrastructure. Mayor Reed Holeen kicked off the event, emphasizing the need for diverse housing solutions to keep pace with the city's economic ambitions. As the South Dakota legislative session passes its midpoint, area representatives are tackling a workload of over 640 bills. A major disappointment for rural growth occurred this week as House Bill 1005, which proposed tax exemptions for data rural construction, was effectively killed in committee. Representative Kent Rowe expressed frustration, noting that such measures are vital for bringing jobs to rural areas. Meanwhile, House Bill 1209, which requires employers to use the E-Verify program, passed the House. Lawmakers are also vetting roughly 30 proposals to provide property tax relief. As crossover day approaches, constituents are encouraged to track remaining high-priority items through the Legislative Research Council website. The lights of Joy Ranch in Florence shone bright this past Friday for the 2026 Night to Shine. This worldwide movement, supported by the Tim Tebow Foundation, provides an unforgettable prom night experience for people with special needs. Guests were treated to the royal treatment, including red carpet entrances, paparazzi, hair and makeup, and party bus rides. The highlight of the evening was a special ceremony where every guest was crowned a king or a queen. Organizers say the mission is to advocate for the value of life and remind individuals of their worth within the community. For those unable to attend, the movement continues to offer celebrate at home options to ensure everyone is included. The 81st annual Watertown Winter Farm Show consigned by Greg Keppen. Organizers with the Watertown Area Chamber of Commerce Agriculture Committee noted strong participation across all breeds, including Angus, Hereford, and Maine Hondu. The Watertown School District is joining communities across the state to celebrate South Dakota School Board Recognition Week, running February 16th through the 20th. The week serves as a public thank you to 5 local volunteers: John Iverson, Carrie Lohr, Jean Moulton, Bailey Rammel, and Rochelle Rossman. Superintendent Dr. Jeff Danielson says these elected leaders serve as a vital link between the schools and the community, working tirelessly to set long-term visions and adopt policies that empower students. The district invites students and residents to show their appreciation through notes of thanks or words of encouragement as these leaders navigate the complexities of modern education. Todd Kay is executive director of the First District Association of Local Governments, presented a 2025 annual review to Cottington County commissioners this week. Kay has highlighted a 17-year partnership that has funneled over $324 million in grants and loans into the region. The association manages critical county infrastructure, including 911 GIS databases, the emergency addressing, and specialized zoning services. Looking ahead, Kay has discussed a transition to a new GIS-based online permitting system designed to streamline the digital application process. Throughout the review, Hayes emphasized his commitment to local control, urging commissioners to protect their authority against state level overreach. Tension between state mandates and local control dominated the discussion at Saturday's legislative Cracker Barrel in Watertown. A 6-member panel from Districts 4, and 5 faced a vocal crowd addressing controversial topics like a proposed statewide cell phone ban and mandatory curriculum requirements. While Senator Stephanie Sauter voiced strong support for local autonomy regarding cell phone policies, the panel was split over House Bill 1313, which mandates specific science-based videos in classrooms. Education funding also took center stage, with Senator Glenn Vilhauer acknowledging frustration over the governor's proposed 0% funding increase. Lawmakers signaled they are pushing for at least a 1% increase for schools and state employees. And finally, the nation will pause this Monday to observe President's Day, a federal holiday dedicated to the leaders who shaped the American narrative. Originally established in 1879 to honor George Washington's birthday, the holiday evolved following the 1971 Uniform Monday. The day also carries military significance, as the Purple Heart is traditionally awarded to injured soldiers on this day. Your news this hour is brought to you by Hahler Automotive in Webster, South Dakota. Cruise through brand new, certified used, and premium classic vehicles online at HahlerAuto.com. World-class service, hometown friendliness. Read full in-depth stories online at NortheastRadioSD.com. If you enjoy our daily news recap podcast and live interview uploads, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter, delivered straight to your inbox every morning at 6 a.m. And with today's local and state news from Northeast Radio SD Studios in Watertown, South Dakota, I'm Steve Jurens.